Hello, this video is not sponsored. I paid $25 US for this set here. And if you can believe it, and I don't blame you if you don't believe it, please do go check for yourself. That's a normal price, $25 US. The most expensive I've been able to find it anywhere is $35 US on Walmart.com. It's normally cheaper there than that. And right as of the time of the recording of this video here, it's on sale for $18 US on Amazon. It's a massive set that comes in a massive box with 720 pieces according to the package here, although that's disputed. I've seen numbers smaller than that. I've seen numbers a little bit larger than that, but it's something in that range. From Zuru MAX. It has a large plane with an accessible and usable interior, the little tug thing with the the baggage cart and the stairs, and an airport terminal. So what's the catch then? Honestly, I'm struggling to understand the very existence of this set or this brand, because this is sold widely in the United States through Walmart stores in person. And it's also available on Walmart.com, like I said, on Amazon. Target sells this brand as well. And the quality of their parts is actually excellent. I'm talking about, I think it might actually be better than GoBricks quality. The company does not seem to have cheaped out on this. Even with the packaging, the wing was given an extra wrap of double layer thick cardboard and taped up to make sure that it wasn't able to move within that cardboard or out of that cardboard. So it came out perfectly straight from the package. They actually spent a tremendous amount of money on molds, because molds cost way too much for plastic injection molding, to create the little turbofan insert in there rather than just using a sticker there. This set does have some stickers, but rather than just using a flat tile with a sticker, they actually made a mold for it. There's a special mold for just the inlet here. This is its own mold. This is its own mold as well. It probably injected that on the same sprue in the same mold as this piece here, but still they came up with those. This is a piece that I thought was just a direct copy of another company's, but it's actually not. It's actually unique. And the way that they do the insert for the window is better than what I've seen before, because it actually uses studs, a standard connection. The worst thing about this entire set is that the white stickers, as you can see right here, don't match. Like, that white is not opaque enough. I'm used to that. It's the state of the art. It's standard amongst the most expensive brand out there right now, but I know that we can do better. And so I will call that out. Interestingly, the red color here, red typically for cheap stuff, cheaper, more cheaply made plastics, is very translucent. You can see through it. This is very opaque. Everything here quality-wise is good and it's smooth. And look, you got this door here, right? The door can open up. Oops, I was a little bit too rough with it there. Door can open up. There's a little trolley in there, which is on its side right now. But to get proper access to this, just start pulling bits of roof off. They got the proper tiles in there, so you can do that easily without causing any damage. This one as well. And you can take this off too. See, all this stuff comes up. Now, this set does not include any figures. I think that's perfectly fine. But check out this cockpit. It is nicely detailed. And again, it does rely upon stickers for the decorations, but the sticker sheet itself is generally pretty good, with the exception of, like I said, the opacity of the white. But I like this design. It's a nice design. I also like the shape of their seats there. It's just something a little bit different, fully compatible. I was able to put my Lego figures in there as well, no issues with that. This little cart doesn't have anything in it right now, but I kind of like how it's built. It's truly 2 studs wide, with the exception of just the handle right there. Again, nothing's inside it right now. You got the little sink suggested over here, and then seats. It only has 6 seats, 6 passenger seats. If they had included some extra seats, you could put a passenger or 2 up here, but they used that space instead to be for flight crew. I get it. And then back here at the back, they also have the little restroom with a privacy door. A little custom build there that opens up, and there you go. You got your little sink off to the side and embedded into the sides here. This is nice use of the space. Got some space where you can put some things. You can put some little luggage if you got some for your minifigures. Your own minifigures. Again, you have to supply your own minifigures, which again, I think is perfectly fine because nobody can legally do figures the way that most people want figures to be for brick-based stuff. So just leave them out, let people supply their own figures. Save some cost, keep the price down, and don't make anybody mad by including figures that nobody wants. Got the gear there. The main gear are maybe a little bit narrow. And also the way that they're attached is with it's interesting. It's only attached with a couple of Technic pins that are embedded into the modified tile pieces here. The black pieces is two by twos with the pins sticking up. But the terminal build is definitely kind of basic, but it is large and accommodates a lot of activity around it. Again, for a scale relative to a figure there, it's got technically three. I'm going to call it just 2 levels because you have this elevated waiting level over here. This door is able to rotate for your entry. This is the suggestion of the little security spot over here. The arrivals and departures sign up here is only attached with a couple of studs. That's relatively easy to knock off accidentally. It's just kind of the worst thing about the design here. And obviously there's not a whole lot of detail in this. This is your check-in here, and they've got the suggestion of baggage pickup there. It's really just not a whole lot going on with it. More screens back here. I didn't enjoy putting those in because they are stickers inside of panels. Just not the most fun thing to do, but I just didn't stress about it too much. And again, just got seats in there and that's it. I would have liked to see just a little snack bar. I think really would have added some value to this and some interactivity. This is weird that they've got this here with no sticker on it. But then up above, you also have your suggestion of air traffic control, which is nice. Just one single console there is kind of all you need. The seat is able to rotate around. And up above, a couple of antennas and a little suggestion of radar there. And you can change the angle on this if you want to as well. And it's able to just spin around, and that once again is a sticker right there. Again, pretty simple, a little bit on the Spartan side. Supply your own figures, and probably you'll want to supply just something else, some luggage, something to add more life and interactivity to the scene. They give you the building, they give you the bones, but it just doesn't have the substance inside of it. But it's not like they try to trick you or anything. They make it very clear what you're going to get in the package. Now here's the little vehicle. So just a little tub with, you can take these off and hold them in the hands of your own figures. One figure can sit right there. This is to carry baggage, obviously. It doesn't have anything in it now. And then you got the stairs, so you can just bring the stairs right up. I don't like the fact that it looks like, figures are going to have to step over the toe connector there, but there's just enough room for the figure to fit in there, just a standard figure. You might have to move their arms out of the way just a little bit when they're coming down here, or actually more so when they're going up. You might have to awkwardly move the arms back. Let me see if I can get this to show. Yeah, like this hand here isn't able to really go forward unless I have it way up. That's just the worst thing about it. In total, I think it's fine for play. This just feels a little bit awkward at the bottom. These are real rubber tires. They're nice and clean, don't have any mold release compound on them. I'm just looking for things that are wrong here, and I'm struggling to find anything that really matters. There were, interestingly, no leftover parts, and this is what the sticker sheet looks like. I'm not sure what that was supposed to be used for. It looks like it's going to be on a lollipop or something, but I didn't see a place where it would be used. But yeah, I like the look of their sticker sheets. Like, it looks kind of fancy with the full clear and a nice thick backing on it, but then the stickers themselves are not too thick or stiff, so they're able to go around curves just fine. But again, I paid $25 for all of this. I'm sorry, King Leonidas. This is not Sparta. This is madness. It simply does not compute. It does not make sense. I pretty much summarily dismissed this company, and I've mentioned this before, and it still was the case. I have to admit it. I summarily dismissed this company and their products early on because They're selling cheap stuff at Walmart. It's bottom of the bucket stuff. I was wrong. It's not. This plastic quality is very, very good and consistent. Oh, and it's heavy. Forgot to mention that. It's heavy. Like their plastics are dense, and they don't go cheap on the amount of the thickness and the amount of ABS pellet. I always talk about this when talking about just general prices and values in the world for toys. ABS pellet is cheap. It's very cheap. And these folks are proving it. They give you plenty of extra. They're not trying to go cheap and give you the least actual mass here. The worst thing about the build experience here was that, I should have mentioned this earlier, there are no numbered bags. So I did have to sort out the parts myself. Now, they did keep all the parts for the airport terminal in a bundle. They're in the box, just kind of taped together. I think it was 3 or 4 bags. So it was easy enough to leave all that out. Incidentally, that bundle, just that bundle of parts for this, I weighed it. It weighed 50% more than the entirety of a Danish brand set that I had on hand that cost me $40. So leading brand set cost $40, weighed 33% less than just this section over here. We're talking about just the volume of mass of plastic. I'm just really struggling, and I don't know what to say to you. I don't know what to say to the microphone, to the camera right now, to convey what's going on here, because this company sells a bunch of stuff, and it's not like they're a fly-by-night company, ripping off rebrickable mocks, or ripping off some other company's whole entire sets and, trying to make a quick buck and then disappearing. They're legitimate. They're selling at big box stores. They're giving us high quality parts. It's just ridiculously cheap because they can be. And I don't know of anything else that they're doing. They seem to be primarily a toy company. They sell other things other than brick-based stuff, a lot of surprise balls and eggs and things like that. That's kind of their main thing, but they're doing legitimate work in this space as well. And I'm going to continue to buy more stuff and check out more stuff from this company because I'm just so intrigued. And I feel like I thought I knew and had seen and had experienced some companies that can potentially challenge in the future for a little piece of the global pie in the brick-based space on the basis of their value and quality. This blows all of that away. Value and quality both. This is absolutely peak. If they can get better, that'd be great. Like fix this. Fix that color issue there. I'm always going to ask for, obviously wrong things to be fixed. Include numbered bags too, please. Now that it's possible, now that the Danish company no longer has control, as they did, that anti-competitive control over the very concept of numbered bags for buildable toys, which they actually had, which sucked for all consumers for quite some years, but that's gone. So yeah, everybody should be using numbered bags because it's just such a better experience for general consumers. But this doesn't have that many pieces. They separate this out. Separating the pieces of this, most of it's large pieces, wasn't that big of a deal. You just do have to sort in it. I recommend strongly sorting in advance, a little bit by type or by color, whatever makes sense to you. But that's all I got to say about this one. Like I said, I'm going to put my money where my mouth is and continue to buy more stuff and continue to, from this company, and continue to show it to you. So thank you for your support. If you are interested in buying any of the types of stuff that I show on my channel, or especially if you're buying anything on Amazon and you'd like to support what I do and help me to be able to buy more sets and bring you more independent, unsponsored reviews, please consider using one of my affiliate links in the video description. Absolutely no pressure. I don't want you to buy this if you don't want it. I don't want you to buy anything specific. It's just an if you happen to be going to Amazon or Louisbricks, or in the future, if I have more affiliate programs, have a look, click a link, could help me out. Thanks again, and I'll talk to you again soon.